Hi, I'm Larry Richardson, your step-by-step chef. And in this episode of Cooking and Camping with the Step-by-Step Chef, I am at Big Bone Lick State Park and Museum in Kentucky. And what I absolutely love about this place is what it stands for. At this location during the last ice age, mammoths, mastodons, giant bison, giant sloths, giant moose, deer, you name it. All of the vegetable eaters used to come here to lick the salt. That's why they call it Big Bone Lick. The big bones are the bones left by all those different animals, and the lick is the salt lick. Because they're vegetarian, they need to lick salt to get it into their diet. So they used to all come here during the last ice age, and they left bones behind that have puzzled and fascinated people since the early 1700s. Even Lewis of Lewis and Clark came here in the early 1800s at the order of Thomas Jefferson to find out what the heck is going on. So take a look at Big Bone Lick State Park the next time you're in Kentucky. It's definitely worth the effort. Now, back to cooking. This is Cooking and Camping with the Step-by-Step Chef. In honor of Big Bone Lick State Park, I'm going to make a salty sandwich. This is a salty and spicy ham and jalapeno sandwich. Very easy to make, very tasty, and I hope you enjoy it. So come on, let's cook. And here are the ingredients for our spicy ham and jalapeno sandwich. First, I have some canned jalapenos, and these are easy to find just about everywhere. And what we're going to do is take a tablespoon or two of these, chop them up or mince them, mix them into the ham with the mayo, and make a nice sandwich. I have a regular sized can of smoked ham. You can use fresh ham if you want. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of mayo, half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, and I have a bagel. You can use whatever bread you want. Don't forget your can opener. I know I keep saying that, but guess what? You'll always be tempted to forget your can opener. Don't. Okay, let me show you how to put all this together. And the first thing I did was simply take the ham and drain it. Now when you drain canned food out in the open, make sure that you do it in an area where people will not walk through it. It won't attract ants where people are. Ideally, do it into a trash can or into a container that you're going to throw into the trash, because we want to be as considerate to other campers as they are to ourselves. And of course, you should do the same thing if you're making this at home. You don't want to, drain it on your kitchen floor. Not that you do that. I'm just joking. Must be the heat. But so now I'm just mushing up the ham. And you'll do this with the, if you use a fresh ham, you just want to chop it up a little bit so that you can mix it into the sandwich. And this is just something that you really should learn to do if you're going to camp, is to deal with canned foods, because they tend to keep better. And there are times when you're just absolutely going to have to use them, so you got to make peace with the can. And some people enjoy canned food to begin with. I'm not one of them, so I really have to work it to get it into a condition where I enjoy myself. And this is an example of it. Now just kind of move that aside. And then we'll just take out some of our jalapenos. And you can do this to taste. And don't add a ton of them to begin with, because it might be too spicy for you. Add a little, then just keep adding a little bit more until you hit the point that you like it. And you can use fresh jalapenos if you want. I like these pickled ones because I think it adds a cool taste to the ham. So that should be 2 tablespoons chopped. So we're just going to give it a mince. And these are pickled, so they're not firm, so they're really easy to work with. Oh, I'm looking forward to this already. I already did my walk through Big Bone Lick State Park and Museum, and I'm hungry. They have a really cool live bison exhibit. It's really neat to see them. They have practically a whole herd inside a fence. And they were out when I stopped by. They looked very hot. They were like hot buffaloes with no wings. But You know, this is probably a tough season on them this summer. I bet they like the cold weather with those thick hides. So now I'm just adding my mayo. Again, do this to taste. There we go. And we'll just add a little black pepper to give it a little twist. And if you can think of any other seasoning that you'd like in this, certainly do it. I mean, you know, you might want a touch of mayo that gives it, I mean, not mayo, mustard that gives it a little bit of a deli sandwich taste. I wouldn't add salt to it until you're done mixing it up, because these ingredients have lots of sodium in them to begin with. But then you can decide, then you might want that. Spicy ham and jalapeno. I don't know what it is about hot days that make you want to eat spicy food, but I sure do. I think I need the salt, just like the animals did during the last ice age, to get through the day. I think I've been perspiring while I was hiking, and I had a real taste for salt. So I have this all mixed up. Let me just give it a little taste. Get some jalapeno on there. That's perfect. That was going to be a good sandwich. So then, of course, you know how to build a sandwich. And use the bread of your choice. This would probably taste really good on like a rye bread. But this everything bagel would be good on too. And you could also add fresh onion. Woo. You could throw a tomato on the top. So many different things you can do. But the whole thing is, think of what you can do to add some freshness to canned food. Freshness and flavor. So there we go. And that'll do it. Just going to slice it in half. Make it easy to eat. Yum. So congratulations, look at what you just made. You just made this delicious ham and jalapeno sandwich, and it was that easy. Sometimes when you are cooking and camping, you need something quick, and this is a nice quick lunch, and I can get back on the road. I'm going to go down to the Cumberland Gap next. Can't wait to see it. So, nice quick lunch. If you like this recipe, please visit my website, StepByStepChef.com. There you will find a printable version of this recipe and well over 175 other recipes. Each one of them comes with a free YouTube video too, so you'll be all set. What you'll also find there is a set of videos on how to camp, the easy way to camp. I'm showing you the step-by-step way to hit the road and plop down your tent wherever you like. Well, almost. You might get arrested if you put it in the middle of a store. There's another tip. So please check that out. So again, I'm Larry Richardson. I am your step-by-step chef, and I'll see you in the next episode. That's a good one.